Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Taylor Morgan for those who don't know who I am, and I'm 17 years old who lives in Edinburgh, Scotland, and currently training for his second half marathon on the 16th of August, what is the Scottish Half Marathon. So this video is going to contain two different things. So how to train and also how to eat as someone who trains to be a hybrid athlete. So if you don't know what that is, that's running and lifting at the same time. So I run 3 times a week and go to the gym 5 times a week. And one of those days I do a bit of both. So you're probably wondering, how do I manage this without losing muscle or losing weight? Because you don't want to do that, especially if you're wanting to stay fit and healthy, but also wanting to have a good amount of muscle on you. So how I've implemented this is basically on the days that you run, you want to have more calories than you do on the days that you're just lifting. And that is because the amount of calories is quite different. So when you lose, how much calories you lose on a run, is normally about 2,000 calories if you're doing, for example, a 10K, right? When you're doing lifting, it is nowhere near that. I think you're only going to be losing a few hundred calories there because the amount of cardio output on these two different things. So when you're running on those days, you should be having at least 200 to 300 calories more than your maintenance. And you can find this on several different calorie calculators online. So what you want to do, as I just said, have 200 to 300. I normally have about 400 to 500, but it just depends how much cardio you're doing a week. But I say at least 200 to 300 calories you should be having more than your maintenance when you're running. Right, on to the other aspect of food is whole foods. Whole foods, honestly, this is the best thing for you. There's nothing better than having whole, nutritious foods. Like a few years ago, I was having, like all of you probably, crunchy nuts, hula hoops and stuff like that. You guys know what I'm talking about, all those sugary foods. But then I've actually started having porridge for my breakfast. Now this is so good because it's clean carbs and it's really good to fuel my workouts, but also my runs. And these are really good, especially for post-run. So I don't have this pre-run because it takes quite a while for porridge to actually get through your system. So I normally have white bread, I know it's not the best, with peanut butter and honey. There is nothing better than this combination. My opinion. I've not tried much more things. I've heard that rice cakes are supposed to be quite good as well, but this is what I've been using for the past year of me running. So I have this before my run, and then I also have a coffee and some electrolytes. Now, electrolytes are very, very useful for you. Now, you can have this before and after, or sometimes during, as sometimes people have, to just sip on throughout their runs or workouts. So most people that go to the gym, they'll have creatine and protein powder, right? For your runs, you also add electrolytes. So those are the 3 kind of like main nutritious supplements that I recommend. So I have creatine as well. So I have about 7 grams of creatine a day. Basically, you want to have how much is it? Is it 10 kilos of body weight per 1 gram of creatine? So that will work for you because it's so good, by the way. If you're wondering what are the benefits from this, it is good for you mentally, helps with your brain focus, and it also helps you physically as well. But there are downfalls, right? You got to make sure that you're drinking enough water because you do not want to end up with kidney failure. Trust me, that you don't want that, okay? You just don't. Right, so the next thing is training. So hybrid training can be quite a lot, but once you actually get in a rhythm, it is actually okay. If you're new to this type of training, I would recommend that you start off with 4 gym sessions a week and 2 runs a week, okay? So your easy run and a long run, okay? Just to get the basis going for a few months before you get into prep and you start looking into races and stuff like that, okay? okay? But most people, when they're getting into running, they want to be running for a consistent year to make sure that they can fully commit to events, because you don't want to end up doing it for a few months and you don't like it, okay? I've heard and I've seen many people who do that, okay? Because you want to truly enjoy it. I've seen many people who basically sign up for events but they don't like running, they don't enjoy it. Like, it's not good to see, because you're just, I mean, fair enough, I see a lot of people do it for charity. That's good, obviously you're raising money, but they don't enjoy it. I feel like you need to enjoy it to properly do the events. But if you're just doing it to complete a few side tasks because other people are doing it, don't do it, because you'll hate it, okay? You need to love the sport truly. I mean, you can say that with the gym as well, because you don't go to the gym, right, just to work out, okay? You love to work out. You love gaining muscle. You love looking better. You love looking bigger. If you want to try it, you can try it, fair enough, but it will take a good getting used to, okay? It's like trying different exercises in the gym. But it will come, and it will come with time, okay? One final thing I just wanted to add. So to the eating aspect, so you can have porridge I'll just give you a suggestion, right? A recommendation, sorry, from what I eat. So in the morning, I have porridge with peanut butter and honey. This is the best combination. I also have banana as well. So I have that for breakfast. Then for lunch, you can have some sort of bread if you're wanting to truly get into running. So, because of all the fibre, the carbs fibre isn't that good for you, but it's good carbs, okay? So like sourdough bread, you can have with natural peanut butter. So that's what I get. So you can go to shops, right? You'll see some peanut butter, right? It's not good for you. The amount of sugars, the saturated fats, all that stuff, it's not good for you. You need to get the 100% peanut butter with no palm oil. That's so good for you, and it tastes good as well. And then, so I have that with some sort of bread, then have a fruit bowl. Orange, apple, grapes, raspberries, blueberries, bit of banana as well. Again, it's so good for you. The amount of vitamins that are in there, it's incredible. And then for your dinner, you want to have some sort of pasta. You can get, I want to say pizza, but you don't want to get the pizza that you get from like Domino's Pizza. You want to get the one that you'll get from Sainsbury's and Tesco. Because even though these aren't that good, they're better than the ones that you get at a takeaway. That's kind of the main aspect that you want to go into a run, either the day before or the day, okay? Because it will carb you up and it'll make you feel good when you're going out your runs, because that's your energy, right? You'll all know this from going to the gym probably, but carbs are your energy source, okay? But that's why I also said earlier that you've got to have electrolytes and creatine, and most importantly, I forgot to add, you want to have protein powder. Okay, protein powder will help you a lot if you're a hybrid athlete or training to be a hybrid athlete like me. So you keep muscle, okay? Because if you have less protein, right, your muscle's just going to go down, okay? Because the reason why that is because of the amount of calories that you're losing, right? That's not just fat, right, guys? That is not just fat. That's muscle that you're losing as well, okay? So that's why you've got to keep up your protein. So even if you can't get your protein in a day, I mean, I can never do. That's why I have protein powder. Protein powder will be your best friend, okay? So if you get ones from My Protein, Bulk, that's where I get my protein from. They have very good protein. So Bulk, My Protein, there's tons of others out there, but I recommend Bulk. But I normally now add double scoop it, just so, because each scoop is 20 grams of protein, so that's an extra 40 grams of protein, because if I'm only hitting, 100 grams of protein a day, get that extra 40 grams of protein, it will make so much difference to you and your physique.